Do you know that you can speak about 30% of Italian language even without ever open a single book or taken a single lesson? Yes, that's right. So, fellow Italian language speakers, welcome back to my channel Genius Speaking, and I am Professor Jackie, your personal Italian mother tongue teacher. In 2026, I wanted to start a fresh new guide for beginners, and this one is the first very lesson. In today's lesson, I'm going to explain you why Italian can be easier than you think, because Italian, it is a tough language grammar-wise. However, it can be pretty simple in everyday conversation. Why is that so? Because Italian language has three main pillars of simplicity. In fact, Italian language, it is predictable, familiar, and flexible. Don't worry, I'm gonna cover all those three pillars so you can have an insight of what is like to learn Italian and speak Italian, of course. First, Italian can be considered a predictable language, a consistent one, especially due to its pronunciation. Italian is a transparent language because it is spoken as it is written. In other languages like English or French, there are a lot of muted letters, or some letters change sounds for no reason at all. Italian language, in that point of view, it is very consistent once you get all the basic rules of Italian pronunciation. In linguistics, the vocal sounds of the English language that may vary from RP British accent to General American. However, in modern English, we can identify and classify 21 different sounds for what concerns vowels alone. You can have, in fact, 7 brief monophthongs, quick sounds like bit, bed, cat, hot, put, cup, and the schwa, one of the most common sounds in English. You can find in about. We can also find 5 long monophthongs, sheep, father, door, boot, bird, and 8 sounds belonging to the diphthongs, say, sky, boy, now, go, near, hair, pure. And more complex sounds like fire can be added to list up to 21 different sounds for vowels alone. In Italian language, we can have the same vowels, the same 5 vowels, but only 7 different sounds. That's why Italian is very predictable, because the rhythm of Italian language, it is based on vowels, and the sounds of vowels is very limited and very predictable. In Italian language, we have the vowel A, pronounced with open mouth, A, like in the word casa, similar to the A we can find in father. Open E, like caffè. You can spot that because there's this particular accent on this vowel. It's similar to the E we can find in bed. After, we can list a closed E, like in the word perché, similar to the A in pay, but without a Y. Then a E, pronounced with kind of a smile on your lips. E, like vino, the E present in that word, it is similar to sheep, but shorter, sheep. Then we have 2 O's, an open O, moda, like the 2 O's in door, but shorter. A closed O, like the O present in the word sole, like no, but drier and shorter, no. Or it is pronounced placing your lips in the shape of an O. Last but not least, U, luna, similar to the pronunciation of the word but. To pronounce the U, in Italian, lips are close together, like in the way you kiss someone. Also, combinations between vowels and consonants sounds the same and are pretty consistent in Italian language. Ma, no, ta, we have the vowels A and O combined with different consonants. However, in every word you can find those syllables, their pronunciations is literally the same. Ma, no, mare, Roma, ta, vita, tavola, matita. No in nome, meno, pino. See? Italian or better. Hear it out. Italian has very consistent sounds, very recognizable, even to an untrained ear. Also in Italian language, I and U are very consistent. In English, they often vary their sounds based on the context. In Italian language, they are always the same. Bimbi, vino, fine, luna, puro, tutto. Many say that Italian C is different because that changes pronunciation depending by the vowel that follows the C. However, again, the sound is pretty consistent. C plus A, O, U generates hard sound similar to a K. Casa, cosa, cura. But C plus E or E generates a smoother and sweeter sound. Cena, ciao, like a CH in English. Second pillar of simplicity is familiarity. Even though languages like Italian, Spanish, French are originated by Latin, and English, German, Dutch have a well another origin. However, through centuries, those two groups have been mixed together. That's why maybe English ended up borrowing some words of Latin origin. And nowadays, maybe you think that some words are pure English, while, spoiler alert, they're not. That's why often is the case that you already know Italian words, and Italian is kind of an evolution of good old Latin. For example, I can list different words of Italian origin that sound perfectly fine in English too. Problem is problema in Italian language. Music is musica. Again, while in English, music, U can differs from other U's, in Italian there's consistency. Mu is always mu. Idea is idea. Same word, different pronunciation. The Italian I, although it is still pretty consistent with the other I's you can find in other words. Artist becomes artista. Ocean, oceano. You add an O. Difference is differente. Animal is animale. Example is esempio. Possibility is possibilità. See, you already knew 10 Italian words. Finally, the last pillar is flexibility. Italian language, it is true that it has strict grammar rules, sometimes very complicated about verbs conjugation, etc, etc, etc. But again, the complexity of verbs conjugation in Italian language is one of the hardest part, but only the most complicated one. For the remaining rules of sentences constructions, Italian language gives you pretty much freedom of doing whatever it pleases you. In fact, while in English or in French, specifying the subject is mandatory, in Italian language you can often drop out the subject from the sentence. You can easily say vado al cinema, I go to the cinema theater, instead of specifying every time io vado al cinema, I go to the cinema. That makes the language easier for everyday conversations. Also, the order of words follows the same SVO order, subject, verb, and object. However, you can play with different elements to emphasize different concepts you want to deliver with your sentences. Marco mangia la mela, neutral tone. La mela, la mangia Marco, focus on the apple. Mangia la mela, Marco, as an imperative tone. Italian language is very rich in suffixes and prefixes. You can play with those like playing Lego. You can change the feeling of a word by mounting something before or something after. Like you take the word house, casa, you can create casina, means a small house. Casona, a big one. Casaccia, an ugly one. Casetta, a little cute house. With a one single radix, casa, you can have very different shades, and you don't even build different sentences to provide nuances to your interlocutor. Also, Italian language, it is famous for having an extra flexibility given by gestures. In fact, you can deliver different emotions only using your hands alone. Ladies and gentlemen, class is dismissed. Remember to hit the like button if you like the video and subscribe to my channel. There will be more lessons of basic Italian, and I invite you to follow this simple guide to learn Italian language to improve your skills. And of course, Below you can find all the links to my other social media platforms and the link to download the wonderful app L'Audio, an app that will boost your confidence in Italian language because it contains a lot of exercises, conversations, and practice you can do to improve your Italian language skills. In the meantime, remember, speak like a genius. Bye bye!